Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Real Meat, presented by Wrassle Graps.
Real meat. Second one. That's cool.
I honestly did not think we were going to do a second one, to be honest.
Yeah. I honestly, was unsure because I don't know if there's much to talk about, but I feel like there is. I feel like there's always a lot to talk about, a lot to ramble about.
Just after the first one, I just didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we're
mean, you
back
didn't
here.
like the first one? You weren't a fan?
I felt like it could have used some work, which obviously it's like number one of something, so yeah, it's going to need it. But
Put a
like,
little ass on it.
don't put any ass on this podcast, please. I mean,
Are
I
you
know
sure
what I
that's not
said.
what it needs? You might need that.
You know what? That's true. If you're listening to this right now, just put a little ass on that subscribe button.
Put a little ass on the subscribe button. Maybe get our 40th subscriber that we've been fighting for like a year. How about you do that?
Just go ahead and drop that ass on a comment. Subscribe button, you know, like
Subscribe
button.
if you don't want to hear that song ever again in your life, or if you do as well.
If you do actually, don't subscribe.
No, if you do, then subscribe.
Don't
Everyone's
subscribe.
accepting. Everyone's accepting.
Not if you think that's a good song. Like
Or look at that
unironically.
review. We have a review of the whole album. I forgot what it's called. WWE Collections or something. Go look it up.
I genuinely miss doing those. But the thing is, like, there is not a lot of wrestling music to talk about.
Well, I had some ideas, man. There was like a rap album with like a bunch of wrestlers on, or not wrestlers. It was like rappers, actual rappers rapping over theme songs of wrestlers. And that was
Okay.
pretty cool. Like Snoop Dogg was on. I don't know who was on there really, but yeah, real rappers. And then there
I
was the
like it.
Ron Killings album. Ron Killings had like a country album or something like that. It was pretty cool.
It's hard because music, in a way, it's kind of like reviewing a wrestling show in the sense that if it's not new or within a week, no one really cares, especially if you're as small as we are.
I think I'm like always inspired by other people, right? So everyone else they like do little old school reviews. It's like, oh, maybe diving into some old school stuff is pretty cool. You could go back to that time when we weren't really around and just look to see what they were doing.
Well, I want to one day, if this channel ever does get big. My dream series to do, I've told you this before, is an NXT TakeOver retrospective, where we sit and we watch all the old ones up until now, and we do individual reviews for them.
NXT Takeover.
NXT starting all the way from the beginning, the very first one, to now.
Yeah. Look, I was thinking about something like that. I forgot what I was thinking of, but yeah, something like that for sure.
Generally, that'd be like if we ever get to 10K subscribers. I know, big goal, especially from where we are now.
We are at 39 subscribers.
I know it's reaching big, but like, were we to ever get there, that would be what I would want to do to celebrate, is start doing that series.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'd be down. I'd be down. But that's a little far. I think maybe we do it a little earlier.
For 100 subscribers, I will purchase 2K26 and I will platinum it.
And that's going to be when 2K28 comes out, probably.
That's why I say it, because I know for a fact we will not get there. But if anyone wants to prove me wrong, you're welcome to.
It's always a chance. There's always a 1 in 100% chance. I don't know what that means, but yeah.
If we genuinely manage to get 100 subscribers this year, and I have to platinum 2K26, I will genuinely be shocked.
Can't say we're not working towards it. Okay, we're always working
No, we're
towards it.
working.
We're pushing, and we're going to keep pushing.
We
And
do
we
push.
keep pushing through horrible times such as now with WWE.
I forgot that we were talking about that stuff.
It's the Rambling Podcast. Of course we forgot.
Yeah, I mean, I was just talking about random stuff, just going where it's going. And,
It's real meat.
it's very real. The fact that there is no script. Like, he has his
Yeah.
ideas, maybe, of what we might talk about. But if we don't get there, we don't get there. And that's fine with me.
Yeah, exactly. A
Because
big bite for a big arch. Big bite for a big arch.
which, by the way, who do you think took the best bite of that burger?
That burger specifically?
No, I mean like out of all the CEOs who took the bites out of the
Oh,
burgers.
I like the Burger King one. That was pretty big.
I agree. See, I feel like it's not even that he ate the most. It's the fact that you can actively see his neck veins coming out as he takes the bite.
He was really getting in there. He was getting into that burger. He really, you can tell he kind of likes it, you know?
I go back and forth between him and the Wendy's guy because the Wendy's dude, he was going to town. It's like that dude they didn't eat in a week, and like that's the first meal he was allowed to have.
Well, it's fresh, never frozen, you know?
That's what they say.
You never know, really. They're like square, so they're supposed to like prove that it's fresh, I guess.
That doesn't prove anything.
I don't fucking know. That's what they say.
What if they made in the shape of a triangle? What does that mean?
I don't know. It's supposed to show you. I don't know.
It doesn't mean anything. I mean, they can make it in the shape of like a hexagon. That doesn't do anything for me. I don't know.
Maybe if they had a bunch of masked men cooking the burgers.
Not a bunch of masked men.
Imagine a bunch of masked men shuffling around cooking cheeseburgers.
I mean, that just sounds like horrible like employment because how do you know who is who? How do you
And
even know that's the guy you hired?
they each flip a burger every time they shuffle around.
It's choreographed cooking. It's like the bear, but more anonymous.
That must be like the most silly thing I've seen in WWE in so long.
I mean, it's hard because the box was literally last month.
At least it was a silly character coming out of the box. Okay.
I guess. I think that's a
This is
reach,
different
honestly.
because this is supposed to be serious.
It kind of is. Is it supposed to be serious? I think so.
It is, but he's not a comedy guy. He's Seth fucking Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins. My bad. Seth freaking Rollins.
You've been being pretty goofy. I mean, honestly.
He's poopy. I don't think it's on purpose. I think he's just corny. I don't know.
I know it's done on purpose, but that makes it funnier, honestly.
I think the only thing on purpose is his outfits. His outfits are on purpose really crazy, you know?
Well, not recently.
Now, recently, a little bit less. But usually, I mean, when he was doing the whole thing with the coats and stuff and the boots, he was being pretty goofy, but I think that's just him, you know?
I guess. That's fair enough,
A
honestly.
bunch of fucking masked men coming out to just do some weird shit in front of Adam Pearce and then the reveal that Seth Rollins is also there. And then Adam Pearce goes, well, why'd you do that for? It's like, yeah, of course, you know, that's pretty goofy.
Listen, I do my best not to judge the limited fan base that we have. But if you are capable of watching Raw on a weekly basis and like actively taking it seriously and like not getting upset that you wasted 2.5 hours of your time on modern day Raw, I don't know how you do it.
I don't understand. I mean, Raw just it doesn't hit anymore, you know? It, I don't know if it ever hit for a while, you know?
It kind of did when it got the first Netflix episode, like at least the first couple. Like
That's
this is kind of
crazy.
new.
Yeah, because we thought Netflix was gonna make it better somehow, and it just like didn't make it better. It made it worse, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of true.
Everyone was like, it's gonna go back to how it used to be, you know, super edgy and stuff, and then it just wasn't.
It somehow got worse. I don't know how that happened.
I don't know how. I just don't know. I mean, you have all these fucking talent. You got Braun Breaker, this and that. Bronson Reed. I mean, they got injured recently, but I feel like they weren't doing shit before with the Vision. So here's what it is.
I know. I feel like would you be okay if they just like soft rebooted the Vision, like pretend it never happened? I might be.
Yeah, the Vision should not exist anymore. I feel like it just there's no reason, you know.
It's I feel bad because it's not. I mean, it kind of is the fault of the people in the group, and it kind of is the booking. But like the fact that they got injured, especially Braun and everyone else, it's not their fault.
It's not their fault, but it wasn't working before either. Like I said, they never really had that identity that they needed to have to make it work.
I don't know if Seth Rollins could necessarily even salvaged it, honestly.
Like
Like,
something like the Death Riders you thought was gonna die out, right? But it just didn't, you know. It just didn't, and it actually became better. I think right now they're on their A game, the Death Riders.
I mean, I don't think this is the same thing as the Death Riders.
They're heavily comparable. You know, I mean, there's obviously a lot more members in the Death Riders. They have a more of a character where they're serious guys and whatnot, but It's still a little confusing, obviously, with the whole John Moxley's a face and everyone else is kind of a heel, but whatever.
I think with the Death Riders is they're better in the sense that they are their reason for existing is so much simpler. They're just a group that loves fighting and wrestling, and they have like a certain respect for the art form.
Yeah.
And that's even their enemies join them at certain points because they're like, you know, like if you're a Wheeler Yuta or if you're Daniel Garcia, you want to learn from that guy. Or if you're like an older guy like Claudio, you're like, oh, I respect that. I want to be part of that. The Vision, I don't know exactly what their point for existing is.
I mean, they're supposed to be the vision. They're supposed to be the future of the company. That's what they were made to be.
Okay, but like, if that's the vision for the future, that's kind of ass.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, when they first started making this the whole thing, oh, we're the future. Well, Seth Rollins has been the future for forever. Now, I guess Braun Breaker is the future. Bronson Reed should be the future. He beat Roman Reigns at one time, but it's just they didn't do anything with him effectively.
No, I agree. They didn't capitalize well at all. I was trying to think, but they really didn't capitalize well on anything there.
Yeah, it sucks. I think Bronson Breaker. I think Braun Breaker was gonna be so he was going crazy with the announce table, and that's when he got injured. You know, that's when he got injured when he was becoming crazy.
That was a freak accident, though, really.
That really was, man. I feel bad for him, but he had the hernia for a while though.
Yeah, but like that, arguably, it wouldn't have been as bad if that didn't happen.
No, it definitely would not have been as bad for sure. But you never know, obviously.
I guess so.
And I think that was it's really detrimental because he was going to be the one to do the Seth thing, you know. Now they don't know what to do with Seth. Probably they're like, oh, what do we do with him? They don't know what to do with Brock Lesnar now. Obafemi, you know.
Well, they know what they're gonna do with them.
Okay, look, I'm assuming Brock Lesnar is challenged or Obafemi is challenging Brock Lesnar and is going to lose at WrestleMania.
Though it just kind of happened on Raw. I mean, uh, Oba came out and powerbombed Brock.
Oh, that happened already, for real?
Yeah, I just looked on Twitter because
Oh, it
we're
just happened
recording this.
today.
Yeah, because we're recording this while Raw's happening.
Oh my
So
god,
they did that, and I don't want to see Brock Lesnar beat Obafemi.
this is that real meat right here.
Real meat talk, gonna really whip out the real meat here. I don't. If we're gonna do this match just so that Oba can lose to Brock Lesnar, not interested. Don't do it.
I agree. Do you think this could be his retirement, Brock Lesnar?
It should be. Just fucking do it. I don't care anymore. Just do it.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's he's come and he should go. I think
Realistically, at this point in time, what positive aspects is Brock bringing to this company in 2026?
slipping and falling, that was pretty funny.
Like, realistically, what helpful things is he bringing to this company besides draining them financially and
And being a weirdo, yeah,
being
I'm not sure.
selfish?
Yeah,
Like, so why not just make this the end?
I think he should. He just doesn't have much of a place in this company anymore. You know,
No,
everyone
I
else
agree.
does things much better than him, especially Obafemi, who has been on his A game and has been doing things way better. And he should definitely get one over on Brock, especially after being eliminated by Brock in the Rumble.
I, yeah, I do agree with that.
Imagine fucking Brock Lesnar eliminates you from the Rumble. You're like, okay, I'm gonna get my revenge at WrestleMania, and then you lose to Brock Lesnar.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. This is the most I just don't know WrestleMania they've had in a while.
You'd think Road Dogg was still here.
He never, I feel like he never left, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like he's still with us. Yeah,
It's like a ghost. Man, he's like he's here in spirit.
really, it really does feel like that. But yeah, what did you think about the whole Jade Cargill thing?
What Jade Cargill thing?
Give me 1 sec. Maybe stop the recording. We'll come back.
What do you mean come back?
Give me 1 second and stop the recording, and then I'll come back. One
I
sec.
can feel dead air.
All right, do it then.
Feeling some dead air right now, man. Come on. So let me tell you guys a story. Because I came to the conclusion yesterday. So I wanted to tell the story on the AW Revolution thing, but he said this is a real meat topic, and I didn't know where to put it until now. But guys, I genuinely might be stupid. I came to this conclusion yesterday while I was shopping for some AW shirts. And I got one shirt because there was a buy one get one sale for Revolution. Bought one shirt. Kyle Fletcher shirt wasn't part of it. Then I got a John Moxley shirt that was part of it. And I wanted a Kenny Omega shirt that was part of the sale, the buy one get one. For some reason, my brain completely glitched and said, "No, you can't do that because that'll be more money." It's a buy one get one sale, guys. I would have gotten it for free, but I didn't realize it until I bought the shirts. And in that way, I might be ever so slightly a dumbass.
All right, you did it.
Yeah, I filled for dead air. You literally
All right,
just did like perfect timing.
perfect, perfect. It was quicker than I thought it was gonna be.
Really.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Jade Cargill, how do you feel?
About what?
The whole everyone has heat with her and this and that. Ahead of her match against Rhea Ripley at the WrestleMania.
You literally just went away to go and research. I thought you were going to tell me, but you haven't really told me anything.
No, I didn't do that. No, I was not researching.
What were you doing for a minute?
I had to quiet my dog down. What do you mean?
I didn't hear him. I didn't know he was even doing anything.
It was a she also, so stop saying that. But yeah,
Wow.
good
All right.
job though. Yeah, good job.
I mean, thanks, I guess.
No, but yeah, Jade Cargill. Everyone was talking shit about her on social media. Even Rhea Ripley or Jade Cargill, I think, was trying to diss Rhea Ripley, and then Rhea Ripley was like, "Stop breaking the fourth wall" on her IG story or whatever. So how do you feel about that? Do you think all that's kayfabe or not?
I really don't know. I haven't seen it enough, or I don't know enough to really talk about it.
Everyone knew about that.
Maybe I should have. I don't know. I just
It's literally their
haven't.
whole entire thing. Like there's nothing else. Like I felt like it was just there to be build some actual heat there with their match because there really wasn't much to begin with, you know. So I
I,
feel like into like, oh, Jade Cargill is not very good, you know, or whatever the whole story was with Jade Cargill.
no, but a
Uh,
match like this can build her to be good, though.
yeah, I don't know. I know they didn't reference it in their promos or anything like that, the social media stuff. They were kind of going off of like, oh, my body's better than yours, or that's kind of what this promo was about.
It's kind of weird.
So yeah, I'm not sure what they're gonna go do with that feud. I'm not sure what the whole deal with was people going and breaking the fourth wall, or not breaking the fourth wall, or dissing Jade and Jade dissing Rhea. I'm not sure what was going on with that. If that was, I feel like it was half real, half truths, and mostly there to build a match.
I mean, I guess it makes it more interesting.
Right. It depends on what they do now. Like if they just continue that, you know.
Like I said, I don't know. It's hard because I really don't know enough about the situation.
Yeah. What do you know about? That's the question.
Practically nothing. Like literally what you just told me.
All right. Well, I wish I had all the details, but I mean, I broke it down a little bit. You know,
The one thing I really kept up with, it's not even intentional. I just saw it on Friday was the Randy Orton heel turn, and that's pretty much it.
well, it's just an important part of the story. You know,
Well, yeah, but like it's cool, and I like.
I do like it. The only thing is, I do think that it's going to be bad for Cody.
Look, Cody got to gig again. He's happy. Okay,
I don't really. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's not going to be good for Cody because he's not going to be cheered.
I guess. I
And
guess
that's the
so.
only negative about it. Other than that, I'm like happy that Randy's evil because at least he's evil. You know, that's when he's at his best.
I mean, if you just look at the feud, it just makes more sense for it to be Randy, though.
Yeah, I do. I do agree for sure. If Cody did it, it would be a little bit weirder. But I think that at this point, where Cody's actually not receiving that much fan support from the live crowds, and maybe even some online crowd people as well, I feel like now would
Uh,
have been a decent time to pull the trigger. You know,
but before we go any further in this conversation, I do want to say I was very skeptical of this, and if this is how we're gonna do it, the way that they've been doing it so far, I'm all in for this feud. The match I'm still nervous about, but I'm very much all in on a Randy Orton that's just getting desperate to be world champion again.
yeah, me too. Like I said, or like you said, the match might be questionable
That's it.
because I feel like Randy Orton's just too slow of a worker. Cody Rhodes, he's good with 3-star matches. You know,
He's a solid wrestler. He can wrestle. It's just that it's never anything super spectacular.
I mean, think about the match he had with John Cena, for instance.
Yeah,
Listen,
well, I don't want to remember that.
so how do you feel the Randy Orton one's gonna go?
Hopefully, so much better.
I don't think it will. You know, I think that would actually be worse.
If ISO Speed stumbles down to the ring in the middle of this match, and that's how Cody loses the belt, I am not watching night two.
Actual speed. Who else could get Jelly Roll's gonna show up and he's gonna get in there with, and he's a big Cody's friend, right? Isn't he?
I completely forgot they brought back Jelly Roll, man. Why are we doing this again?
I forgot Jelly Roll was there. Yeah, he was there during the Randy Orton heel turn.
Who was in the back asking for Jelly Roll to come back? I just want to know, man.
It's Triple H, probably.
Who's asking for this, bro? Like, it's not even the fact he's a celebrity wrestler, and I don't care for that to begin with. But he's not even like, if this was a Bad Bunny, right? I'd be more interested in it.
Yeah, but he's a little more interesting than Jelly Roll. Yeah,
I respect the dude for what he's done in terms of like losing all that weight, getting in shape, all the work he puts in. But like, I don't care about seeing a Jelly Roll match.
no one does. I don't think anyone does. He's also DLC. You said last time for
Yes, he
2K.
is. He is, yes.
Okay. All right.
But
Well,
I don't know, is it fat Jelly Roll or is it modern Jelly Roll?
isn't he always fat? I mean, that's my question.
Not now.
Oh, okay.
Skinny Jelly Roll.
Skinnier Jelly.
More like a Munchkin roll than anything else.
Munchkin roll.
Jelly Munchkin.
He's a regular roll, you know.
Jelly Man.
Jelly Man. What
I
was
know.
that name he chose? Why did he choose that?
I don't know. I guess because he's fat. What's the gimmick?
I guess that's what it was, yeah. I mean, look, I mean, WrestleMania, it definitely is not looking so good. I mean, look, I think that the matches themselves, they might be solid. But the build, I'm saying, is not looking so good.
I'm nervous for this one. Um, every day that AJ Styles' statement about WrestleMania not being what it used to be gets truer and truer, and it does make me sad to think about.
It's crazy he said that when he was just retired. Wow.
Yeah, because he could be honest now. Like, what are they gonna do? Not push him?
Yeah, it's true. He's got a new job now. He's, I guess, helping indie wrestlers now.
I guess.
And
I don't know what he
also
does.
talent and NXT talent probably as well.
Man, well, good for him.
Good for him, man. Very cool.
Obviously, just prepping for that AEW run.
Oh, of course, it's just a setup, you know. He'll get back
Naturally.
in the ring eventually. I suppose we don't
Uh,
even need AJ Styles in AEW at this current moment, you know.
no, I just like to keep doing the joke.
It would be cool, right? Like see him mix it up with Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher. But you don't need that to happen, you know.
I just for the sake of seeing it again, for nostalgia purposes, seeing him and Moxley one more time would have been cool.
Oh, that would be that would have been something. Especially current day Moxley.
Yeah,
Current day Moxley is something else, man.
he might get honestly. If I could just get him versus Okada, that would have been nice.
Every time I see current day Moxley, I'm like, Dean Ambrose was such a wimp, man.
No, John Moxley would murder Dean Ambrose, and it's not even close.
Yeah, man. It's so crazy the difference. Like, I like Dean Ambrose for being a safe worker. But John Moxley, man, he's still kind of a safe worker, but not really. Like, he gets extreme. And he's also just very good with the wrestling.
I mean, he's still a safe guy in the sense that like you can trust him to like not legit hurt you. Like
Exactly.
if I had to wrestle somebody, like if I had no choice but to wrestle somebody, like he would be in my top five to pick.
Yeah. I mean, think about it, man. I don't want to jinx the guy, actually, so I'm not going to say anything. He's just great, man. He's always around. Yeah.
The Miz obviously number one because like what's he gonna do? You know?
The Miz.
Yeah, because like you have a match with the Miz, that's like the safest guy in the ring.
Yeah, I thought it was going to get Miz housed. What happened?
No, because he's like, you pitch a spot to him that's like even close to a rope, and he says, "Oh, hold on there, partner."
Right? Right.
I don't know what Danhausen is doing there with Mizhausen, though. I mean,
No, it's not happening, man. They just did. They like teased it, and then they were like, I guess not. And then the Miz did a talk show, and he got punched in the face.
yeah, because he wanted to do a Danhausen talk show, and the Miz is like, "No, I'm not doing it."
Yeah, I don't know, man. So that's not part of the curse. I thought it was part of the curse.
I assume everything's part of the curse.
Right.
Naturally, I just
I'm
assume
probably cursed right now.
you're feeling cursed.
Oh, I do. I do feel cursed.
I feel ever so slightly cursed. Now that you said it, I also do.
Curse is contagious,
Wow.
and that would be a cool story.
What, I was cursed because I talked about Danhausen?
The curse is contagious story. That would be cool. That would be cool.
Damn.
Imagine some guy gets cursed, and then the other guy gets cursed, and the other guy gets cursed.
They should do that. When they run out of ideas, they should just do that.
They really should. I mean, I'm just saying. Triple H,
That'd
if you
be
want some
ideal.
real meat, we're right here.
I will.
Hear that? That's the real meat sound.
I feel like that's a great place to end it. I don't know about you.
Oh yeah, I mean, I feel like we went on long enough. Talk about WrestleMania, how it's not looking so good, and that's kind of good. That's good. Bunch of other random stuff. We really took this real meat thing and made it a reality.
We did. We really exposed people to real meat.
No, we're not saying that. We're not going to use that one,
I find a way to sneak it in to every episode.
and we're not going to continue with that one.
Damn. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. If you liked this, remember, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're listening on a podcasting platform, of course, 5-star reviews would be appreciated. And if you want more Wrassle Graps, please check us out on the social medias. Thanks again for listening. We'll see you guys later. Bye.